Today we're going to be dividing decimals by whole numbers. So let's fill out these notes real quick. It says a number might not have an equal number of pieces in each group. So let's look and see what that means using this picture. It says divide the number of flowers into 5 groups. Well, if I look real quick here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. I have 22 of these flowers. Alright, if I'm dividing 22 by 5, can I get a whole number? Well, let's see. 5 groups. I think a group of 4. Another group of 4. Another group of 4. Another group of 4. And I can get one more group of 4, but I have 2 left over. So I could say that I could split this group of flowers into 4 wholes, but now I've got to split these 2 flowers into 4. So I could take that and split that into 1/2 and this into 1/2. Now, let's think about what this would be. Looking at it, I think I'm going to get 4.5. And that's a decimal, because I would not have a whole number. So let's look at this now and say, what happens and how can we represent the flowers that are not in the group? Well, we cannot divide equally. We saw that. We have leftovers. And leftovers in math are called remainders. But we don't have remainders anymore, so we had to split the remainders into the groups. So we split those 2 flowers into 4 pieces, and 4 pieces split up into 0.5. Now let's look at dividing decimals. And I want to add something here. I want to put by whole numbers. When the dividend is a decimal, you can follow the rules for dividing whole numbers. Super important. Follow the rules for dividing whole numbers. However, it says, remember to keep your place value organized and bring the decimal straight up into the quotient. Again, the quotient is where our answer will be. So number 1 says 53.2 divided by 14. So I know divided by 14 means that goes here. And I'm going to go ahead and write 53 here, my decimal here on this one, and my 2 there. So now I'm just going to work it like a whole number after I move my decimal straight up. Well, 14 goes into 53. Let me try 3 times 14 real quick. 12, carry 1. I got 42. And I think 42 is going to work here. So 14 goes into 50, but 14 goes into 53 3 times. And I get an answer of 42. Subtract those and I get 11. Like we talked about, as long as my remainder is less than my divisor, I'm good to go. Alright, so now I have 11. That decimal point is kind of funky there, so I'm going to draw my arrow this way. I need to drop my 2 down, and now I need to divide 14 into 112. I don't know what it is, so I'm going to take 14 and start multiplying it by numbers. I had 42 on this one. I got 112. I'm going to go like 8. 8 times 4 is 32. Carry a 3. 8 times 1 is 8, plus that 3 is 11. Oh, I got it. That becomes that. So that's 112, and I subtract, and I get a remainder of 0. I'm done. I'm going to write my final answer as 3.8. Nothing tricky about it. All right, number 2, that is a whole number divided by a whole number. So let's see what's so special about this problem. 378 is being divided up to 30 groups. 30 will not go into 3, so I'll put a 0. 30 will go into 37 one time, and I get a remainder of 7. I get to bring my 8 down now. 30 goes into 78. Well, 2 times 30 is 60, and that was going to be what I need. I have a remainder of 18. Well, I'm not writing it as a fraction. I need to write it as a decimal. So in order to do that, I have to be able to add a 0 to the right over here. But the only way I can write a 0 is if I put a decimal right there. And once I know where my decimal is, I move it straight up. Now I can bring my 0 down. And 30 goes into 186 times. Because 6 times 3 is 18. And if I add that 0, it's 180. I'm done. So 378 divided by 30, it will not go evenly. It's a decimal, 12.6. All right, and the third one, 186.3 divided by 27. All right, 27 will not go into 1. 27 will not go into 18. But 27 will go into 186. I'm not sure what it's going to be, so I'm going to go over here and I need to multiply. Let's just do 5. 5 times 7 is 35. Carry a 3. 5 times 2 is 10 plus 3 is 13. 135. I think I can go a little bit bigger. 27 times 6. That's 42. Carry a 4. 6 times 2 is 12 plus 4 is 16. Yes, I like that number better. 6 times 27 is 162. Now I will go ahead and subtract those. 6 minus 2 is 4. 8 minus 6 is 2. 1 minus 1 is nothing. Got a remainder less than my divisor. Very good. Bring down my 3. Oh, make sure you don't forget to move your decimal up. Coach almost forgot. All right, 27 into 243. Well, I know 27 times 10 is 270. So I'm going to try 9 times 27. 9 times 7 gives me 63. Carry a 6. 9 times 2 is 18. Plus that 6 is 24. I ended up with 243. My problem is now finished. I need to rewrite my answer. I have 6.9. All right. We're not going to do the spinners. We're going to go and look at this word problem. So the area of the living room carpet is 265.5 square feet. If the width of the room is 21 feet, then what is the length? Well, we're talking about area here. And I'll give you the formula. Area equals length times width. Okay, so they told us we have 262.5. I need to multiply 21 times something. Since I don't know what it is, I'm going to divide that by 21. 21 goes into 26 one time. Remainder 5. 21 goes into 52 two times. 42. And I bring this down, and I need to move my decimal up. Forgot about that again. 105. 5 times 21 is 105. So I've got my answer. My length will be 12.5